last thing you should be doing when you're driving along the motorway is counting sheep. But when the sheep are red and part of an artwork, I think it's worth coming off at the next junction and taking a closer look. These are the Sawtooth ramps on the M8 motorway between Edinburgh and Glasgow. They were created by Patricia Leighton in 1993, and they are 7 36-foot high grass ramps. From the mid-19th century on, West Lothian was at the centre of an industry producing paraffin from shale. The waste from the industry was piled up in characteristic bins, and West Lothian is the only place in the UK where these shale bins exist. The artist said the heart of the sculpture is the contrast between the man-made and the natural. So Robert, what are all these ramps about?
It started with standing on top of one of the bings with the head of planning from West Lothian.
What's a bing?
A bing? Well, it's kind of left over like a coal tip, I suppose you'd say, in England. And he was complaining that something like 36 million journeys went through the middle of West Lothian, but nobody seemed to know it was there. So he was sort of asking us, well, could artists do anything about sort of, trying to attract the attention in a gentle kind of way of the motorist and say, well, this is West Lothian you're passing through. Patricia Leighton's winning design, one of the reasons it was chosen was that it's both used to spoil the surplus earth from the site, and her design reflects something of these shale bings that you can still see in West Lothian.
In the same way that the bings were the waste from mining, the ramps are the waste soil from an adjacent factory site.
So it was a kind of combined practical solution with a reference to history. It was an intelligent solution, I think, and it's actually stood up very well.
And what does a piece of artwork like this do for the motorway?
It acts as a kind of milestone. So if somebody's driving from Edinburgh to Glasgow and they spot the Sawtooth ramps, they ease off a bit, slow down a bit and think, oh, I'm nearly there,
and
nearly home.
Look, yeah. Nice grass sculpture, symbol of the industrial past here. But red sheep? The sheep are a practical solution to keeping the grass down on the steep-sided ramps. But the owners of the land decided to give them a slightly surreal makeover. So, Iona, why are the sheep here and why are they red?
Well, they're red simply because we wanted to do something fun to cheer up commuters along the M8. So we spoke to the farmer and he was putting them out at the beginning of April, 1st of April in fact. So we thought it would be a great idea to just get them out and paint them red and see what the reaction was, and it's been great.
And what do you think the motorist's reaction is when they drive past here and see a red sheep?
They find it hilarious. They're not expecting to see that on their commute, and it seems to make people laugh.
Cheers them up a little bit as they're driving to work.
It cheers you up on your way to work, exactly.
The M8 is only 60 miles long, and yet it's got 4 pieces of artwork on it, and it's transformed a rather dull and uninteresting stretch of motorway into something really quite special. I reckon the M25 could do with a couple of ramps and a few red sheep, don't you?